An emotional Ellie opened up to her GB News co-stars during Saturday's Breakfast with Stephen and Anne. The presenter appeared to choke back tears as she explained she had been put through 16 months of hell by former airline star Leo Jones, who has been handed a 5-year restraining order by a court. Ellie began by explaining how the stalking began and said things got so bad she even became scared for her life. Ellie claims her stalker found her when she was at Windsor Castle reporting live about Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. "I think I had quite a brave face on when it first started," Ellie began as she explained she first met her stalker when he was a guest on the show. "But it escalated quite quickly into, 'I love you. You're so precious. Initially I ignored it,' she told Anne before adding, 'I thought as a female reporter it just comes with the territory. But after 6 or 7 messages in a row, I said, look, this needs to stop, it's making me really uncomfortable and it's inappropriate.' After that, I ended up blocking him on social media, because the messages were getting completely out of hand," she said. Ellie claimed her stalker ended up sending flowers to the GB News office, admitting she became scared of what his intentions were. The host went on to discuss the moment her stalker found her when covering Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. Breakfast host Stephen, who saw Ellie minutes after the Queen's funeral, remembered, "I've never seen anyone so upset. You were absolutely shaken to the core. That must have been so distressing to see." At that point, it had been going on for over a year, 16 months in total, Ellie replied. "It was the Queen's funeral and as journalists, you know how much that means to us. I wanted to do a good job. I'd been working hard all morning and as you do in this job, the first question was, 'Ellie, where are you this morning?' I said where I was, and it later transpired that he must have followed me from that position that I so publicly reported, and I headed to the Ling Walk in Windsor, 250,000 people were there, and I looked there and there he was. Not even 10 feet away from my face. He was stood there, with his hands in his pockets, staring at me and smiling the most sinister smile. It was like he was enjoying me being so uncomfortable. I was a shell of myself." Ellie got choked up as she added, "I was by myself, I had walked away from my cameraman, that was my fault, and I had a panic attack. I don't know where the strength came from, but I managed to run to a police officer. I could still see him, Jones, in my eyesight, I could still see where he was, but I could not get out my words and he got away. He was later arrested for what happened. He pleaded guilty." GB News airs weekdays from 6 a.m.